Hey, it's BrookeBarnard here talking to my sellers today about the appraisal. So when you are working with me, one of the benefits is doing that pre-listing appraisal. So we do that before we even list your house. So I will have talked to you about where I feel like we should list the house, but we can also not listen to me. You can say, you know what, Brooke, let's talk to a third party. Let's get an appraiser in here. Let's see what he says or she. And this person has no financial interest in your home, and they are going to come through and they do a full-blown appraisal. This is something they would be doing for the bank. It looks just like that. It is your copy of your report. It's no cost to you. You get to look at it. The difference between the pre-listing appraisal versus the pre-listing home inspection is that they come in way off the mark with a number that you and I are like, look, that is crazy. It's either way too high or way too low, and we are confident in the number that we had already discussed. We can ignore that report because it's not going to stick with the property because it was not ordered by a bank. So that's different with the home inspection, where we do have to disclose the home inspection because that's uncovering defects. And once you know of the defect, you have to disclose that to the parties looking at the property. The benefit of the pre-listing appraisal, if it's a number that we like, is we can use it for marketing. We can use it when we are talking to potential buyers and say, hey, this third party came through, already told us what it's worth. My next door neighbor's house is on the market for a different price. There are questions with that. Ours, no questions. You know exactly what you're getting. Come offer on our house. So it's a great tool to use. Again, it's optional. You don't have to do it. The buyer, if they have a loan, so if they're working with a bank, they will still have to have an appraisal done through their bank. This is done through another third party. It will not be the same appraiser. It is ordered through the bank after we're under contract. We are able to share the pre-listing appraisal with that appraiser. They cannot use the same appraisal. They may use some of the similar comparable sales. They are generally very grateful to have it. It helps them out, especially with measurements and floor plans, but they will still walk through your house and take pictures. The process is very similar. It's a 20-minute-ish process depending on the size of your home. They measure your home. They take pictures of all the rooms. Your house does not need to be show ready. You do not have to have all your beds made and everything put away beautifully, but you do want to, have things looking nice. The buyer is not there. The buyer's agent is not there. It is something that I will talk you through and explain what is happening when we get to that point. If it is a number we're nervous about, so let's say we've pushed the market, we didn't do a pre-listing appraisal, or we did one and we ignored it and we decided we were going to go higher. I will talk with that appraiser before they come out to your house, and I will give them comparable sales that I think justify the price that the buyer has offered us, and try to get them on our side and understand why we think it's worth more than either we listed it for, or and the buyer is willing to pay, or why we listed it higher than maybe other houses in the neighborhood have sold. Have you done specific upgrades that other people in the neighborhood haven't done? So I speak with the appraiser about all of that before they even come to your home. If it is a cash buyer, then the buyer has the option to have an appraisal or not have an appraisal. And that is something you know when you're accepting the contract. And I will explain all of that to you when you're reviewing the contract. So you'll know before you have even signed and accepted the offer what those next steps are going to be as far as that appraisal goes. But as with everything else during the selling process, I am there for you, and I am your advocate, and I will help you get through each step along the way.